Hello everyone, I've been thinking about it for a while and today I'm gonna create a new self-found priest on WoW Hardcore. So yeah, I'm already in the character creation, ready to show you what I got so far, and if you have any things you want me to include, you can let me know. So yeah, this is our, at the moment, still warrior. I gotta make it a priest. And I was thinking either like this or giving her green eyes, because like my eyes are sometimes like greenish, sometimes bluish. So yeah, I thought of making the priest look a little bit more like me. And there are just two good hairstyles. One is this one and the other one is that one, because both of them get animation, like movement animations when you cast spells. So as a priest we're gonna cast a lot of spells, so we're gonna look super cool. Romson says, I'm surprised. What a name. Shocking. Yeah, I just deleted my name saver alt. Alex says, hi Ace. Hey guys. How are you doing? Alex says, doing that self from priest. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I was also thinking skin color, making her look like me if I go with the really white version or with the slightly tanned version that is like a little bit more reddish. I think I personally just like the reddish version a little bit more. So, yeah, it's a sunburned ace. Ghost, says Romson. Oh man, but she looks so ghost-like. She looks like a vampire. I could make her look a bit like a vampire, maybe. Like, maybe if we give her the face with, like, the purple eyes. Where is it? This one? I think it's a nice face. Jerry says, hey Ace, what happened to your druid? My druid is still there. I was just in the mood to play a little bit on a priest, so I decided to today do that and jump into this new adventure. Alright, I'm gonna make her look like a vampire version of me with like purplish red eyes. Could also give her like... Nah, I'll leave it like this, except... Ta-da! Here we are, level 1. I'm gonna listen to the cinematic.
The stoic dwarves of Ironforge spent countless generations mining treasures from deep within the earth. Hidden within their impregnable stronghold of Ironforge Mountain, they rarely ventured beyond the wintry peaks of Dulmora. Recently, however, the dwarves unearthed a series of ruins that held secrets to their ancient heritage. Driven to discover the truth about his people's fabled origins, the great king Magni Bronzebeard ordered that the dwarves shift their industry from mining to archaeology. As part of the Grand Alliance, the stalwart dwarven armies have been called away to battle the merciless horde in faraway lands. In these perilous times, the defense of the Mountain Kingdom falls to brave dwarves like you. The spirits of the ancient kings watch over you, and the very mountains are your strength. The future of your people is in your hands.
Alright. I actually like the dwarven cinematic, so I like watching it sometimes. I had moved my stuff around a little bit earlier on, so let's move it back. I think like this you can see my level. Jerry says, oh, okay, got me scared for a minute. Oh, I'm sorry, Jerry. No, the druid is still fine. Like, you would know otherwise. I'm streaming the stuff, so yeah, you would have known. Let me move my general chat here so you can see it too. And I'll turn down the volume a little bit again. Alright, we're here, we're self-found. And we don't want to be here, just so you know. So you heard the backstory of the dwarves, right? So now you're gonna hear my backstory. So Ace is part of the Ace clan. A long history of dwarves aiming to find the mysterious cat that can be used as a mount. And they've all been super interested in the Night Elf story and nature, and kind of wanted to become priestess of Elune instead of the stone, so to say. And that's why Ace, now that she's level 1, finally a grown-up dwarf, is gonna travel towards Teldrassil to start her adventure of becoming a true friend of the Night Elves. And that's the goal. So all these nice little dwarfs here, we're gonna leave them behind, because as a priest, we want to have a wand as soon as possible. Like, maces are cool. If you check out this mace, looks cool, but druids can wear maces. As a priest, we want to have a wand. That's about it, basically. So, yeah, this is my little dwarf. Let's go on an adventure. So you heard in the intro, most dwarves don't venture forth beyond the mountains of Dunmorrow, but we're proud dwarves. We're gonna leave these homelands behind. Jerry says, good, I'm glad. First time catching you live. Watch all your videos, so oh wow, that's cool to hear. I'm happy you made it then to the live stream. Yeah, usually I rarely stream this late for my time, but like I'm glad I'm doing it too, because it's like I feel like having different times where I stream makes it possible for different people to like join in. So here it can be a little bit sketchy. You can just run through, but I don't want to risk it too much. So we can just pull some of them out for the guards to kill them, which can be useful. It also gonna train our defense, and because it's a starting zone, we don't have to strive yet. They're just so slow. Oh, maybe we can also follow that priest there. Come on, guards. Thank you. Sea dwarfs support each other. Let's wave them for little things. Do they wave back, or is it just the Ironforge guards? Thank you. Okay, they don't wave back. Just the Ironforge guards that are cool like that. Yeah, so at level 1 in this tunnel, we obviously have a bigger aggro range than usual. I'm just gonna try to run for it here. Should be fine. I believe we don't die in the first tunnel. Nah, it's fine. Little adventurous. We're a brave dwarf. Get all these trogs on our heels. There's another trog. Marcus also asked, did your druid die? So no, my druid is still alive. I was just in the mood to play on a dwarf priest for a little bit. That's why we're here. And my goal is to get to Teldrassil, because I want to get the cat mount at some point. And the reason I'm also going already at level 1, like it makes more sense to wait till level 3 and then go. Just because it makes like a little bit of a difference skill-wise, and you get like the stamina buff already, which is nice, but you also still get like full reputation from the quest in Teldrassil if you do that. But the problem is I also want to farm a little bit linen cloth, because I want to make a wand via enchanting, and I need to disenchant some greens for that from tailoring. So I'm gonna spend some levels on that, and I don't want to outlevel the quest, so to say, in Teldrassil. Oh, Skullkid is here. Says, yo. Hey Skullkid, how are you doing? I think I'm gonna turn back on music and loop music. Saying that we're gonna travel through a few different zones to get there. So, and I also told myself, so the rules I made for myself, usually also as a self-found character, you can still get teleports from mages, right? But I told myself I'm not gonna cheat and skipping ways via teleports, but I'm only gonna do that if I'm in a group with like a mage, and that mage is my level range and offers like a portal somewhere, that's fine. Or if it's like, maybe I'm getting a world buff and there are guildies that have a portal group, that's fine too. But I'm not gonna do like getting like teleported to new zones or stuff like that. So I have to run to Teldrassil now. I can't just take a portal. That's kind of like my self-imposed rules. Maybe not even with the world buffs. I was thinking about not doing it with that either. Like, getting world buffs in general, that is maybe fine, but I have to, like, always get there by myself and do the traveling. School Kid says, excellent, hope you're having a great day. Thank you. Yeah, I had a good day. It was, like, more busy than I thought, so I ended up playing really late for myself, like, for my time. But, yeah, it was a great day. How about you? Alright, so we're gonna head to Ironforge and get the flight path there, because that's gonna be useful later on, and maybe even the Stormwind one, because if we end up not getting back for a while, or we're gonna get back at level 10 for the priest quest, so then we can still do that. So I'm just gonna get the Ironforge flight path at the moment. Golkit says, getting it done. That's how your day is going? Is that a good thing? I hope so. Alright. We made it at level 1 to Ironforge at least.
Well met.
Hello. The home of the dwarves. Let's actually activate my action bars. And let's add a wave macro and use the dance macro that we have. Oh, I have the wave thing already prepared. And the dance. Wait, is the wave macro not working? Doesn't look like it. What did I do there? Oh, I didn't write anything into it. Interesting. Let's see, does it work now? Yeah. Perfect. Golkit says for sure. That's good to hear. Oh, not a priest. Discovered Ironforge. We have 0 money right now. Noel says, I just started a new tune today as well. Oh, nice. That's good to hear. Which character did you start off today? See, even here we already have cool hair animations running with the ponytail switching from side to side. I made a character that looks like my myself, but in a vampire version with like purple eyes. My old died priest was reborn, so to say, as a vampire. Maybe I'm gonna go a bit more into shadow magic and have a little RP. Alright, getting the flight path and then going towards the mountains. So there is the mountain pass that was handed down from ASE ancestors. Oh, I forgot you always have the hometown flight path unlocked. I'm such an idiot. I could go to Stormwind to get the Stormwind flight path, seeing that I ran here already. Could also make this my inn. Sure if that's worth it. Well, it's definitely better to have the inn here instead of in the starting zone, so I can just make my inn here for now. And then I think I can go to Stormwind, get the flight path there, to have it for later on, and then Hearthstone back here and head out, so it wasn't for nothing that I've come to Ironforge in the first place. And it's all stuff I can do for free. Yay! Phil says, met a gnome mage on a PvE server, going to practice AoE farming for hardcore mage. Oh, that's a good strategy to like first do it on a PvE server and then come over to hardcore and have trained the skills. I never thought of that, but that makes a lot of sense. Wait. Was the inn again? Did I go too far? Oh no, I went in too early.
Great to meet you.
Make this inn your home. Thank you. Alright. Luzini, let's also get it invited into the guild. I think Shiny as a class lead should be able to invite me. All right. Preparation is going well. Now we gotta get back into the guild prepared. You know what? I'm not gonna go to Stormont now. We're gonna do the mountain skip now. We can always do that later. Giant dwarven statue. Ta-dum! Back to being in the guild. They're like, welcome back, and it's like, I didn't die, I'm just here in an old. I missed my priest. Everyone is wondering the same thing here in chat, but also in the guild. I forgot to add a thank you. Let's also add a thank you macro. I don't know what does look like a thank you. Maybe this one looks like thanking someone in the name of Elune. / thank. Save. Alright, I'm ready. So the mountain skip is a way that you can go over to Menethil Harbor. It's risky, but it's possible. And you run over the mountains, and then you have to swim through a part where there are really high-level murlocs and stuff like that. So it can be a little bit tricky. I also gotta watch out here, because the mobs are like level 7 and I'm not. I'm still level 1. That's why it's sometimes better to do this at level 3, because like you don't have any or you usually don't have downsides with it, but you have the upsides of not being able to be one-shotted by these mobs here. So I'm gonna stick a little bit more to the mountains here, because there are usually no mobs on the mountains. Alright, so you go around Ironforge to this lake, and then you run up the little pathway here. Gonna have some prime dwarven hiking experience. I'm probably not gonna make that. There's like a weird jump that I sometimes miss. And I haven't done this in so long, so I might not make that jump in the first time. So you might see me fail a jump a few times. No, we're not going to the airport. We could stop by the airport. It's the similar way, but we're going to Menethil Harbor because we want to be self-found and not get a port by a mage. So, yeah, this is the part where I was like, I'm probably gonna need a few jumps. It's like the jump in BFD that, like, if you know how to do it and you remember it well, it's super easy, but if you forgot a little bit of how to do it, it can be annoying as hell. So yeah, there's those little spots where you can jump on to then make your way up. At the moment, we're not really risking our life here. I'm just risking looking dumb. The little dwarf farm that's up here in the middle is pretty awesome. And in the airport, you mean? I never farmed there, like with the trolls that spawned there, you mean? Just gotta get up the mountain. I think it was kind of like here that I had to jump to. I'm not 100% sure anymore. I remember every time, even when I watch like a video on how to do it, I just have to like do the jump for a couple of minutes. Romson says, "Don't worry, Ace, we got all night." Well, you just gotta chat with me while we do this. It might take like 5 more minutes. It's not worse than a flight path, you know. At least you can laugh about me with this. With the flight path, it's just flying around for nothing. Right, this was a good spot. You can make guesses how many more attempts or how many more minutes it will take me. Romson, you don't think that I can make it in 5 minutes? All right, we have. Let's do the timer. Where's the timer? No pressure at all. Ah. Ah, that was better. Hey, at least if you try this yourself and it doesn't work out the first time either, if you never did this, you don't feel bad because you can see it takes a while for me too. And I did this multiple times. Oh man. This is so annoying. It should be here. Like right there, I think, or there. Yeah, I made it. Ha! 1 minute 30, Romson. What do you say now, huh? Hopefully I don't fall down now. No, I don't. Ah, yeah, usually it's just that one part. Oh, I got so excited there. Alright, now there are some parts where you can fall to your death, so it's big to be a bit cautious. Good to be a bit cautious. Null says huge. Romson says that's why you make guides and not me. So yeah, you want to stick like here, you just want to stick to the right side here and make sure to not fall down. So you can go up here and then stick to the right. It looks more scary than it is. But this part is dangerous because there are like, it looks like you won't fall, but there are some parts where you can fall. So it's good to be very cautious there. So you want to stick as much as you can to the right and hug like the wall here. And then go up this way. Yeah, and then like the next scary part where I also once died before, like I did this many times and I died once, and the one time that I died was where the murlocs are. So yeah, I hope there are crocodiles on the right and murlocs on the left. This is also a little bit of a dangerous part, so try to like stick a bit more to the hugging the mountain as well. Then you're gonna head towards this single tree there. This looks so beautiful at night, doesn't it? Like, this is amazing, actually. Oh, this is such a nice campfire. I never went up this way. This is at first, to be honest. Because I never had to. I just wanted to enjoy the view for a second. I'm on top of the world, yeah. We once had a guild party at the Christmas party at the... Oh, which way did I come? Here. At the flight path area. That was nice. Alright. I'm now not 100% sure, but if I remember correctly, it's down here. Yeah, it is. So this is more of a chill part again. It's just like, if you go down here, we gotta get down here. Don't, like, remember if you're low level, don't jump down like that. I don't know if you know, but like, it's actually easier to die if you have more stamina. So if someone jumps and you want to save them, or you don't, like, if you want, like, a bad way that I saw someone grieve someone else, that was probably not intended, was they were jumping down in Booty Bay. And while they were jumping, someone gave them a stamina buff, maybe thinking like, oh, if they have more stamina, it's easier for them to survive the jump. But actually, if you have more stamina, you're gonna take more fall damage. So it's easier to get killed, so to say. Especially because you don't get full health when you get the stamina buff, right? You just get like more general HP, so the damage you take is bigger. Yeah. Little side excursion into fall damage. Don't slip on banana peels. Which gear do I have that doesn't give me anything? Oh, this is actually a cool crop top. The robes only give 3 armor either way. The boots give nothing, so we can go barefoot. And this is like how I make a new outfit at level 1 with the self-found character. Oh, I'm going... Wait, I'm going the right way, am I not? Barefoot dwarf in the snow. Yeah, they're cold resistant. They're used to this. Right, we're gonna make our way to the waterfall. So we're gonna head here to the right first and then head back towards the left when there's less heights. Alex also says self-found outfitting with ASE. I wish I could make outfit mods for classic hardcore that I could use. So here are some bears that can be a little bit tricky if you're as low level as I right now, so hug the walls again. And then don't fall down here, but yeah, be careful approaching. And then it's like one little scary jump. And then don't jump further down, but go up here. And then jump down here. But make sure to get full health each time beforehand.
Health warning.
Yeah. Shifter says, a stream high. Hey Shifter. And Noel says the little farm down here to your left is the one I was talking about. Ah, I see. Alright, same thing here. Make sure to be full health. Alex says, where are you going? I think it was down there, wasn't it? Or was it? Oh no, it was back here. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, I looked over that edge and I was like, this is not the way. Romson says Shifter, and Shifter says Romson. How are you doing, Shifter? It's good to see you. What do you need directions to? That's nice that his farmer gives us directions. Where is the inn? In Karanos. That's nice of her. She just sends us to Karanos. Shifter says, I'm good, thank you. Just leveling my rogue. What level is your rogue now? Sounds good. Still looks really dwarvish, right? But like, so different already. I love how like the areas change. Let's also enjoy the view here over the wetlands. It's a little travel adventurous dwarf. Ta-da. Oh, 23. That's nice. It's a good level. Can run dungeons, have fun with that. The full moon looks so cool right now. I think it was here already, wasn't it? Yeah. Alright, so there is Menethil Harbor where we need to go. It's not far anymore, but now is the most dangerous part, because here are the crocodiles and there are the Morlocks. So on one hand we have to time it well. And on the other hand I have... I died here before, so I feel super anxious right now. Alex says risky. I know, right? But I wanted to do self-found. I feel like it wouldn't be so self-found if I just get a teleport. Do I have maximum view distance on? No, for some reason not. Alright, now we should be able to see all the maps. No Sleep Story says, hey there, hey No Sleep Stories, how are you doing? Good to have you here. Is it nighttime for you? Can you not sleep? Oh, Shifter, is that you? You can't protect me. I'm trying to do the self-found. But thank you for passing by.
May your generosity be returned to you.
Oh, it's also hilarious. I have to turn that up too. Where is it? The audio, the dialogue volume. So you hear the nice dwarf dialogues.
Ah, you're nice.
Ah, you're nice. Ah, I'm just wasting my time. Or pressing time. I don't know how to say that. Alright, there's a Murloc. So I'm gonna wait a little bit until they path into my field of view. Same with the crocodiles. So that I can mark them. So that I see best when Ramson says shifter, go stealth safer. No. And Sleep Story says, no, it's only 5 p.m. here, dimmer time. Guys, I managed this before. It isn't that bad. I'm just scared. I saw a crocodile down there somewhere. Where did it go? Feel like I'm a hunter priest. Spying for the murlocs and the crocodiles. My vampire eyes. Ramson says that when I hit 60 and I make a guide about being self-found, they can say I wasn't and they helped me out. They boosted me through the zone. Through the mountain skip for the cat mount. You would say my cat mount wasn't deserved then, when I ever get it. The worst thing is here, if you get impatient, and then you just go for it and you die. Why do the crocs not show up? This is a bit annoying. I'm gonna go in the water and see if I can spy. Oh, they don't show up because Bromson probably killed them. I could have searched for a long time. Well, it's a corrupted self-found run now. Not Romson. Shifter killed them. Romson's just like, what? Romson, but you're in the same boat. Well, thank you. I would have waited there so much longer, probably until they respawn, and I would have finally saw it if I wouldn't have gone into the water. The croc had a heart attack, I bet. Oh yeah, let's sell this sandal too, and food. No one needs food as a priest. We have 6 copper now. Should I make my flight path here? This would, my heartstone, that would be a good point for a heartstone, to be honest.
What's on your mind? Safe travels. What can I do?
Actually
for
gonna
you?
invest in some, oh no, I don't have
Off
enough
with you.
copper for some water. Rosen says, and Shifter was there to level his skinning. What a lucky moment. Look, there he is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, it's so nice
Hey.
playing a priest again.
See you around.
Oh, and there he flies. Goodbye. Shifter says exactly. Wasn't it great to have friends? Alright, we're nearly there. Dangerous part is over. didn't die to fall damage, we didn't die to crocodiles. Oh, and the ship is just arriving. That's awesome. The only thing I don't really like about the dwarves, the female dwarves, not the male dwarves, but is the dance animation. Like, there would be so many better dances than this. Sneaky cat. Oh look, someone else that is self-found. Another dwarf. And hunter. Shifter says, and I needed some croc meat for cooking. And you say, what, river dancing is cool? Yeah, you like dance? I would love to have more like... I'm gonna get that trinket to be able to dance as, what was it, a troll for the dwarves, I think? Yes, she saluted us. Saluted us with respect, but the respect is not that well earned. We didn't have to avoid the crocodile, it was already dead. Died by a heart attack. That's probably fine. And I'm nearly level 2. Imagine that, it only took 45 minutes. Shifter says respect invalid. Next time I run into Romson or Shifter in game, they're gonna do like the... Probably you guys gonna do the /E emote or something and salute me with disrespect or something like that. We would never. Yoo-hoo! We're back here. Ooh. That would have been deadly. Shifter says he wouldn't do that either. Yeah. What they all say. Ooh, I could also make my heartstone here. Everywhere I go, I'm just like, should I make my heartstone here?
Thanks a lot.
Discovered the long wash. If you're too low level and you discover something like here, you don't get XP for it, which is unfortunate. Like the mist eggs, the long wash, Aberdeen. We're not gonna get XP for it. I'm running there so I can get the flight path. So that next time I don't have to take the boat when I leave Teldrassil. Oh, level 2. Perfect. What a nice place to ding. So I did get something for Aberdeen, but not for the long wash. That's interesting. Maybe because it's a village. Thank you, Shifter. Appreciate that. Ishnuala. I love that when you're not a night elf, you don't understand what they're saying. I don't know if you ever realized that, but like when you're night elf and you talk to them, they say something maybe like, greetings, sister, or stuff like that. But then when you're a dwarf, you just understand Ishnuala and stuff like that, you know? So I think that's pretty dope. I would love that they would include something that if you reach like Honored with the Night Elves, you would get the Night Elf versions, you know? That could also be a cool mod. Like thinking of mods. It might be because it was a long walk. You mean my character is too tired? Shifter says I'm an elf. Main. Yeah, so what? I can talk to you, so... I understand night elves, you mean? Ooh, and we're gonna get gear that looks so cool on like a dwarf. Like the gear from the night elves just looks so much better on than like the dwarf and starting zone gear. Oh, a little gnome.
Thank you.
A small gnome, not a tall gnome. Oh, Rumson tried to make a joke about long wash walk. But it was a bit too short. Yeah, sorry, I didn't get that joke. And Shifter writes in caps, I had no idea about Ishnua laughing. One might say it didn't go the mile. Rumson, you're still trying hard. I like the dedication. The joke. You got another line? Da-dum, da-dum. His jokes are stunted. Someone said the other day, like, you know, if you want to make good jokes, you gotta remember that you have to kind of like fail at some jokes. So you gotta find out which ones work or not. I found that really interesting saying, because I think I'm not that good at making jokes, to be honest. I think it's a weakness of mine. I'm not good at making jokes. Yeah, I didn't understand the continuance of the joke. I guess it was one, but I don't know what it even means. What means stunted? We're getting to like uncommon English vocabulary here. Or that one, Shifter, I concede to you wrong. What does that mean? Your eloquent English. Duolingo street incoming. I don't know why, but I don't remember that there were so many wooden poles here on these things. Impressively beautiful. We made it, guys. We made it to Teldrassil. Once again, I'm the superior being, the tall one, the one that walked the path of Longwash. Alright, now I get it. The tall gnome versus the small gnome. Oh. Okay, yeah, that would have been funny if I would have gotten it in the first place. It was still funny, though. Oh, look. More gnomes and dwarves. Another dwarf. So many dwarves here all of a sudden, huh? I'm gonna make my Hearthstone here. I decided at level 5 I can Hearthstone here and then train some skills. Or whenever I need it for the quests. Yeah, jokes are not really good for being explained, that's true. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the same dwarf from before. I think the inn was over there in that house in the back. Noel says, cause always set it to Aberdeen and come to all of the quests at level 10 to 11 once you finish Dwarf Starting Zone. I'm not gonna finish the Dwarven Starting Zone. The only quests I'm gonna do there are gonna be the ones for the Priest class quests. So at level 10 and 20. Ronson says, now she didn't react to mine, I failed you. That's not true, I reacted to yours. I reacted saying that, like, how it's, how it takes... Oh man. No, I said the thing that... Oh man, now I'm getting nervous. Let me read your message again. Yeah, you said that, like, it gets so much better when they get... I didn't read out your message, but I reacted to it saying that, like, with the explanation it kind of diminishes it. So that was my reaction to your joke. Shifter says we're both washed up. The Christmas tree.
May your generosity be returned to you 100-fold.
I'm now standing out here as a dwarf. Or as a vampire, you never know. Maybe they don't realize she's a dwarf, just that she's a vampire, you know? She fits in perfectly. It's barefoot like the night elves. Alright, I should not run into any spiders, but I think there are mainly birds around. Alex says, lol, dwarf pyre. Dwarf pyre. Tonight, either tonight I'm really slow because I'm tired, or I'm just bad at understanding tonight's English words, and we do need a Duolingo version of the stream. Ah, it's so peaceful here. I love the starting zone so much. It only took an hour to get from the Dwarven starting zone to the Night Elf starting zone. The only really dangerous thing on the way is the gnoll ambushes that can be there, but they usually get defeated relatively quickly by the quest NPCs. So it's just like something to like watch out for when you get here, if they are running over, to maybe stay away from them a little bit. And then there are some night sabers and stuff to the left, but we're now high enough level that if they attack us, we could make it. Just the ambushers can be really mean. Sometimes I wonder if, like, I hear right now, I hear crickets, and I wonder if I hear the crickets in game or if I hear them in real life. Which I still don't know, to be honest. I could turn off the game volume and see. This is the mounts we're aiming for. I think I would like to get the black one. Wouldn't that be cool? This is the whole reason we're here right now. To find Ernie the cat. There are no crickets. Okay, then I hear it in real life. Isn't that... Shifter says like the sport, isn't that cricket? Isn't crickets like, if it's like with an S at the end, isn't that like the... In German we call them Grillen? Like the animals that you hear if it's like warm climates or summer, that are like insects that like make like this like repetitive sound. Hashtag Duolingo. You guys are roasting me so much. I can actually take the Emerald Dreamcatcher. I have to go back there either way for some other quest. Or seeing that we're here, we can do it on the way. Shifter says, you're right, I'm just messing with you. Alright. Should not listen what you say about English either way. You always told me your English isn't too good. Robson says I'm not. Yeah. Nice, Robson. Danny says, what is this preparation officer chat? The ex-preparation officer chat.
Good luck.
The ones that once were officers and now just are chill, relaxed, casual players on the side. Danny, that makes me guess that you are in preparation as well. What's your in-game name? Yeah, I'm still in preparation too, just not as an officer, luckily. It was a lot of work. It was fun, but it was also a lot of work. Guess your name. There are so many people. Give me some clues at least. And Romson and Shifter can guess as well. You're still an officer in preparation. Prepared, no, but you're still an officer. Then I would guess counter. That should narrow it down. Then I would say... I don't think you're off spank. Not counter though. So off spank was one of my thoughts, but... Because I play with Offspank Baldur's Gate 3. Not Offspank either. I don't think you're Brian either, because I think Brian was called Brian in-game because his real name was also Brian. I don't know if I always just assumed that, but that would then be like maybe another guess that you're Brian. Maybe I'm going back too far. I was with like the whole preparation thing. Oh my god, if you're jumpy, that would be crazy. Are you jumpy? A phobia? No, a phobia is Ryax. Alright, Brian is called Brian IRL, so I don't think you're Brian.
I am honored.
Shifter is also, oh my god, are you jumpy? Like, if you are jumpy, like, I would be so freaking happy. If you're not jumpy, I'm still gonna be happy. Okay, not jumpy. That would have been, but that would have been awesome. Jumpy has been missing for too long.
May the stars guide you.
From back in the day, officer. Are you Homero?
Greetings.
Romson says Ace. I'm still guessing. At some point I can't guess anymore. So yeah, either Romson Shifter help me. Richard says, what happened to your other guy?
What brings you here?
Jumpy, I guess you mean.
Farewell.
Jumpy got, so to say, missing in action at some point, and we then heard back from him after a while. He was not playing the game, and then kind of lost track with him and haven't heard from him back ever since. So hoping he's doing well. Homero was never an officer in preparation, yeah, but a co-GM with Raya, so... I thought if you were Homero, you could maybe write it like that. I missed the latest news on Jumpy then. I mean, I'm not sure which news you mean. I know there's some other news, but I don't want to spill private news of Jumpy that Jumpy communicated in the internet. Okay, Shifter is just like, didn't Jumpy get bonked by some eyes? Oh, my druid. Oh, what happened to my druid? My druid is still alive and well, I was just in a mood to level a dwarf priest a little bit. I'm leveling a self-found dwarf priest. Romson's just like, oh yeah, but it sounded like you missed what happened. Yeah, that's true. It did sound like that. No, I got that. Also, sent him a friend request, but I just never heard back from him yet. Alright. Actually, I could get my priest buff from the trainer, but we don't really need that. Time to kill some boars and restore the balance of nature. Danny says IDCs is correct though. Romson says, yeah, I got that, Danny, but Ace missed it. Even though you wrote it. How have you been? That's good, I thought you had to start over because you died. Thank you, Richard. No, I luckily didn't die. Alright, so what did I miss? So Shifter said a phobia. But a phobia, didn't you have like if you are a phobia, didn't you have another name? Wasn't it Ryax on YouTube too? We had a fellow officer in preparation that was called IDC. Yeah, that was Shifter. Why am I messing things up now? Shifter is IDC'd. So that means that Danny can't be shifter. You're getting me confused, guys. Yeah, Romson is confused now too. Everyone is confused. Oh, okay. Phobia says not on YouTube, Ryx on Twitch. Oh, okay. So you are a phobia. Okay, if I would have known, I was just like, it's not gonna be a phobia because a phobia is Ryx, and I know that. Otherwise, I would have guessed the phobia way earlier. I was just thinking because Shifter is now playing Paladin that you were referring to Shifter when you wrote about Paladin. Alright, we need a little bit more of the tigers, the cats. Romson says, best Paladin EU, I should have known. Let's go back here where there are more of the boars. Not the boars, the cats. There's one. It's so hard to see them. Wait, why are my nameplates off? There we go. Phobia loves. Right, a phobia. I might sometimes say Dunny now. Off to bed, have a good stream and stay safe. Thank you so much. Have a good night. See you in the next days. Bye bye. All right. Some more night sabers. Oh, it just started raining here like crazy. Actually, give me a second. I gotta take in the pillows of the balcony furniture. Skullkid says, do you enjoy smelling perfumes and stuff? No, I don't think so. Like, not necessarily in an amount that I would think about. I'm quickly gonna get the stuff in from the balcony, 1 second. Alright, sorry for the wait, I'm back. Yeah, Romson's just like, what is this question? Yeah, the question got me a bit surprised as well. Alright. Last cat to kill. Okay, Skullkid lost cologne. Interesting fact. It's like if you share like fun facts about yourself, you know? By the way, fun fact about myself, I love cologne. Alright, we can hand this quest in. Get some braces. Ooh, nearly leveled up. Oh, we got a cloak too. Looking better and better by the minute. Balance of nature. Oh, we can get another cloak.
Go in peace.
And some XP, so why not? John says, well, I love Köln. I'll see myself out. She was just like, lol, John. Yeah, Cologne, I think Cologne is called like the perfume Cologne type of thing is called Cologne because of the city Köln, isn't it? I think I cannot get all the quests here, or am I a bit too low level? All the quests from the zone, like the... What do I? Wonder if there's a quest that you cannot get if you're not a night elf. Roms says, I didn't understand that. Skull Kid says, by the light of the moon. Alright. I'm gonna go to the guy with the poison quest that needs help, and then I'm gonna kill the night sabers on the way back. Oh yeah, I do have to activate my dwarven skills. Find treasure. Yes, please. There we go, there's our first treasure. This is so useful as a self-found character. Dwarves for the win. What do we get? A freight rope, huh? Alright, we got the rope now. We can take off our crop top. No need for layering if you're in like the warm night elf lands. Like layering clothes-wise, you know. Cool, my first chest. Would have been nice if there would have been a what's it called again? A bag inside to get the first bag. But I have a good feeling about bags. I think we're gonna get some bags. Why are their thingies not showing? Their nameplates.
Hello.
Yay! Level 3.
Till next we meet.
Alright. Get the boars. Shifter says grats. Thank you, Shifter. Finally, level 3. Level up itself doesn't take that long, just with the ride here. The run here. Alright, where are the big boars? Shifter says, you're going at a blistering pace. Yeah, I definitely am. Speedy Gonzalez. I don't even know who or what Speedy Gonzalez is, to be honest. Just something that my mom used to say. Like, I feel like it's something from the 80s, probably. The long leg ahead, almost surfing through the levels, all because of the long dwarven legs. But indeed. Cool Kid is also, heck yeah, power leveling. Don't resist my spells. Come on. Alright, I want to see how long it takes for a bag to drop. I have a good feeling. I think within the next 5 minutes there will be a bag drop. Romson says, you don't know Speedy? I don't know. So who is Speedy Gonzalez? I am the Frito Bandito. Nope. Speedy was the first US president. No. Romson says gonna send you on Discord. Alright. Gonna check it out later then. But good try, Shifter. I would guess it's probably something from a movie or something like that. Still no bag? I can't wait for my first wand. I'm so excited for my first wand. So much better than hitting stuff with the mace as a priest. I would be really happy if I could get it around level 7 or something already. I'm probably not gonna keep enchanting for the whole duration. But I was thinking of keeping enchanting until I can maybe make the greater magic wand. And then drop it for... I'm not sure though, because it would be cool to have tailoring. But I was thinking of dropping tailoring and enchanting when I get my greater magic wand for mining and engineering. I have to like maybe also learn a little bit more how it's like good to combine professions as self-found. Hammer and magic helmet. Is that related to Speedy Gonzalez, I guess? All right. They're going down. That's the first lesson in living with nature by the night elves. Kill these boars and cats because they're getting too much. Gotta trim their population. So if you thought you came here for some peaceful vegetarian life, that's not the case. You get a lot of meat. Alright, so I'm gonna hand in these quests now. Maybe I can kill some mobs on the way, maybe I can ding level 4. And find my bag. Speedy Gonzalez is a meal at a Mexican restaurant here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would have never guessed that. But that's a fun name for a meal. I would guess that it's spicy from how it sounds. That like, you know, if you eat something really spicy, makes you so hot that it makes you like speed up or something.
Hello. Be careful.
Alright, gonna sell some stuff.
What brings you here?
Oh, we got 2 silver now. Wait until you see average speedy Alejandro. It'll be spicy. Now Victor says Speedy Gonzalez is a Looney Tune character. You guys are just messing with me. I'm way too trusting. Now I don't know who to trust, if it's a meal, if it's a Looney Tune character, whatever. Well done. I don't know anymore.
Goodbye.
I'll Google it later on. Just check out the Discord quick. Oh, okay. Both are. Shifter says poor Ace. Oh, Shifter, don't pretend you've been part of this.
Peace be with you.
Dropped cloak. Let's take that one. Oh, lovely. Alright, let's get our priest's skills. I think the priest lady was in there, if I remember it right.
Elune Adore. Good luck, friend.
You made average speed Alejandro up, you're coming clean. I see. It's fine. Was it not here? Warrior, rogue. I am confused. It's probably why they give you quests of where to find your trainer. Oh, it was up this place here. That's where it was. Yeah, I thought it was like in the downstairs area, but I always go the wrong way first. Priest trainer.
Greetings.
My wisdom is yours. She probably says Ishnu Allah. Now I have to talk in common language. My wisdom is yours, as is my knowledge. What can I do for you, Ace? Train me. Shadow Word Pain. I'm gonna take this one. And yeah, why not to heal?
Stars guide you.
Da, 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 da. Actually, seeing that I'm on my priest, no, I can keep it. I'm gonna have some more heal variety, so I'm gonna organize my bars a little bit different than I do on my druid, but just a tiny bit. I usually try to keep it all very similar, so it's easier for me to have the muscle memory of which skill to press. Alright, we're gonna kill some gnolls for 2 quests that we needed for at the moment. Or Grelkin, I mean, not gnolls, Grelkin. Maybe we find another chest. It's been 10 minutes and I haven't gotten a bag yet, Grel. Oh yeah, my power word. Aim. nice, we got both. Oh, nice, and another chest. Let's get the chest first. Rugged leather boots and refreshing spring water. So these are nice because they're still so low level that they don't really trigger at the start. Like, they don't trigger other Grell even if you kill them close to each other, which at higher levels the mobs sometimes do. But here and there also just yellow, like the owls in this zone later on. If you fight an owl, although they're yellow and there's another owl next by, the other owl will attack you as well and kind of like social aggro, although they're yellow mobs. So, but here with these guys, it's not yet the case. I am my Shadow Word Pain. Forget that I have that now. Alright, I'm fighting 2 at a time, so I can make use of my Shadow Word Pain a little bit more. So I'm just trying to regen some mana while I'm fighting them to heal myself, while I just hit them with my mace, just so it goes a little bit faster. After this one I'm gonna make a break to get my mana up. Alex says you really love the Nelf area, huh? I do, but I also want to get the reputation up because I want to try to get the cat mount with my dwarf. It's always been my dream ever since I started in self-found and hardcore the first day, that I have the cat mount with my dwarf. Like even when I was a kid and I played a little bit of classic WoW back in the day when it was out, like we got it from my uncle as a present, me and my sister, and we played a little bit. And even then, I just like loved the cat mount so much and I wanted to always have one, but it seemed so far away. I should have maybe not pulled 3, I don't have a heal over time. Imagine if all of this and then I die to this. Actually, imagining that makes me just want to run a little bit. Just try to split pull one of them to not waste this. Yeah, because if I would have a heal over time, I wouldn't have to cast at least. But with so many hitting me, it would have been a little bit annoying. Oh nice, I might just need to kill one more and then get it all done. Let's get another one nonetheless. Shifter says ace you nutter. 3 Grell at once. Yeah, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Taking a little bit risk here and there. Gotta start early, training your skills. Alright. We got it all together. Now the flowers from the lake and then the things from the spiders. Just gonna kill some on the way. Ace is a tank now. She teaches us how to tank with the priest. Priest tanking with Ace. I do like to speed up the priest leveling sometimes. It can take a long time if you don't do it. Michael says, hey folks. Hey Michael, how are you doing? Nice to have you in the stream. Oh yeah, I forgot to buff myself with Fortitude. I'm having so much fun playing a priest again. It's really nice right now. I'm glad I also took like... I also want to continue playing my druid, but it's nice playing a priest again and enjoying it, you know? I gotta reduce the ground clutter a little bit. I like the ground clutter optically, but just... it's hard to see sometimes, the mobs and everything. I'm gonna go up this little mountain in case there are respawns or stuff that I'm not aware of. I think we should try 3 spiders at a time, although when they are poison stacked that could be a little bit bad. And I don't have healing pots and stuff because I'm self-found. But I have stone form. Actually, let's put the stone form on my normal F. That's my best oh shit ability right now. Alright, we have 1 spider. Maybe that one can be number 2. It's out of view. You're number 2. You're number 3. Oh, okay, 1 despawned. Maybe it shouldn't have been. Let's try 2 again and then see how to go. So the reason I'm doing this like this is so that I don't have to drink so much, even if I just have a mace right now, but that's also why I want to get a wand as soon as possible. I think I gotta go into the cave for the spiders. Not really many out here. That music, is it loud for you? I don't hear it so loud, but if I should turn it up or down a little bit, you can let me know. I love the music here. It's just super relaxing, but I do have it on loop right now, so if it gets a little bit annoying for anyone, just let me know. There's another spider. Maybe we can find a second one here. Always so nice to see the raids going on. Assyrian has just been defeated by our guild. Alright, we're heading into the cave. Come, little spider, we're going to your friends. Shifter says, crank it. Crank it! Alright, cave time. Gotta be careful with respawns. Where are you guys going? I'll go the other way. Alright. I'm actually gonna pull them out. I don't want to get into respawns while fighting multiple mobs at a time. Oh, nice. Outside the ones they're respawning too. Makes it a little bit safer. Or is it just one? It's just one right now. Skullkid says, I listen on songs on repeat until they drive me insane. Oh, crank it. Was that also related to the music? I'm wondering now. Yeah, I like to listen to songs on repeat when I have to work or stuff sometimes. It just brings me into like a zone where you can just like go on, you know? On and on she goes. Alright, in the cave I'm not gonna try 3 at a time. Just in case if we have more. Shifter says yes, Ace. Alright, what does crank it mean? Duolingo on stream. Let's go. Yeah, it's so awesome how much stronger Priest is at early levels than Druid. It's so much more fun, the early levels. Crank it up. I thought it meant... Crank it up. Is that... Yeah, does it mean like turn the music up? Does it mean like... I don't know. Volume up. Ah. There we go. Okay. There you go. Is this too loud now? I might also just turn the music volume up. Yeah, this seems pretty loud to me at least. Oh, Ancient Bandit says 500 subbed. Oh, that's awesome to hear. Thank you and welcome. Hope you're enjoying your time. Michael says, Grats Ancient Bandit. You've been the 500th subscriber. That's a nice thing. Little spiderlings. Shifter says, cool, grats both of you. Thank you, Shifter. That's really nice. It's been surprising me, like, how fast, like, this has been going. Like, that, like, so many people like to watch me play hardcore. It's been fun to see. We equally share this accomplishment. Exactly. Exactly, Bandit, that's the case. Alex says 500, nice. Shifter says, make sure to like the stream. Thank you, Shifter. 10 out of 10 Venom 6. Let's get out of the cave. Micah says, I always hit like when I watch it just for like. Yeah, at least if you like it, you know. If you don't like it, I don't want to have anyone to feel like they have to like it if they don't feel like they like it. Or anyone like they have to like it. But if it's not an issue, it's definitely a nice thing that helps out. Shifter says, hell yeah, Michael. Alright, let's hand the quests in. Oh, he resisted my attack. That's mean. Oopsie. Didn't mean to take some fall damage here. Oh, it's a bug eye. I don't know why, but I thought it was a bag. Dude says, oh no, what happened to Druid? Druid is still alive. I was just in a mood to play priest, no worries. Micah says, if you don't hit like, she will send out an army of 500 trolls. My big army. Bart says, tonight I dinked 60 for the first time, man. That was quite the journey, and the journey isn't over, of course. Oh, that's awesome, Bart. Thank you. Like, that is fantastic. Congrats so much. That's a big step. And you also at 60, you just unlocked like so much new content, like so many dungeons that you can run that you couldn't run before, and cool things to do. That's fantastic. Yeah, Shifter also says, oh wow, grats Bart. Alex says, not for the death part, but I feel quests are more enjoyable when it's hardcore. Alex says, Bart on hardcore. Micah says, grats Bart, don't die. And Bart says, yes, hardcore. That's awesome, Bart. Do you have any tips as someone that just dinked 60 for the first time? What were your most valuable lessons that you learned? Dude says, now you get to play the game, Bart. Congrats. And Alex also says, Bart, oh my, OMG, GG. Romson says, do not let your HP drop to 0. Best advice, leveling. Always the best advice from Romson. I did include some advice from Romson in the DPS guide though. And from other guildies too, and also in the healing and tanking guide. Michael's laughing. White says, my first run in BRD was so tense, especially the torch room. We've been running BRD the whole week. Awesome dungeon. Micah says, BRD is my favorite place in WoW. I also really like BRD, it's a cool dungeon. Should delete some of these things and then get the task that stack instead. Imba says, dwarf on Teldrassil? Yeah, I did the mountain skip. It took me an hour to get from the first starting zone of the dwarves to the starting zone of the elves, but the chat and I made it. And we saw a miracle happen. One crocodile just had a heart attack.
Goddess watch over you.
Ta-da! We got new pants.
Good luck, friend.
Also gotta sell some stuff. Play Polybubble Speed, Pot, or Nifty Stopwatch. Micah says, I had originally BRD was even bigger and they scaled it back. I mean, the cool thing is you just have also the raids there and everything in that mountain. It's just such a cool mountain to be in. Like, I think it's in general those areas are one of my favorite, like, probably like instant group content areas of any game, maybe even. Like, I just like that you have raids there, you have 40-man raids, you have 20-man raids, you have dungeons. Like, it's just such a cool place to be at. Alright, we got 3 more minutes for the antidote quest. Micah says it's pure D&D style, love it. The fire and brimstone look also. Yeah, it's really well made, I think so too.
Hi. The great outdoors.
New gloves. We're looking proper now. Check this out. Got gloves, we got a rope, got a new mace. No chest here. Maybe we'll find our first bag soon. Bart says it's crazy. I only played vanilla back in the day, and for the last 20 years I still kept thinking about WoW. So 6 months ago I decided that hardcore would be a great way to relive that again. I agree, like, I think hardcore is the best way to relive that because it feels so much more like the back in the day experience. Because like back in the day, like, this was kind of your social media, right? Like, sending an SMS to someone would cost a lot of money, and chatting with them in WoW was for free. So being with your guildies and having that like exchange was kind of like your social media of back in the day. And I feel like hardcore brings that element back because you have to interact more with people to survive. Let's see how our reputation is doing. Friendly within us is 750. Nearly as much as we have starting out as a dwarf by heritage, you know? Pretty good compared to that. Well put, it was social media, but better. Yeah, kind of. Also had less moderation, I feel like. There was more toxicity, so that's a good thing that it's less than back in the day. It's a better experience compared to last back in the day, I would say, now in hardcore. All right. Oh yeah, the webwood egg. Forgot about that. Alright, we can't hardstone out like I usually do. Moderation, borders on censorship. Like back in the day or today, you mean? I mean, I think moderation is a good thing, but I feel like it's still not super moderated. Alright. Spider time with our new mace. I'm so strong now. I think we can take 3 spiders at a time. Alright, after this I'm gonna try 3 spiders. But Maggie says, but today, not back in the day. It wasn't as harsh and intrusive. Alex says, you're gonna go for 1 poo 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 as well? Yep. I'm gonna go for 1 for sure. I'm gonna farm some linen cloth and get tailoring so I can make myself a 1 pretty fast. That's at least my plan. I don't know how well it will work out. Alright, so goal is kill 1 first. And then heal up or get help by the other guys. That works too. Just say thank you. I think they thought they just saved me. Alright, I'm gonna go through here. And then jump down behind this little way. Let's focus on this one, seeing that it's level 3, it will die quicker.
Health warning. Health warning.
Alright, so 3 is possible, but it's not really that comfortable. At least not without a healing pot at hand. I'll stick to 2 at a time. So the reason that I'm playing like this is because then I can get maximum out of my dots that otherwise I wouldn't be able to use efficiently at this level, and get a little bit more fun into the priest gameplay while leveling, because it can be very boring, I feel like. Alright, but for one spider it makes more sense to go with the spikes. Also because I'm self-found, I don't have so much money, so I can't really get a lot of like drinks or stuff like that. So it makes sense for me to use like a method that is a little bit more mana efficient, so to say. Alright, full mana. I think this is still clear. Alex says, so what does self-found mean exactly? It means I can't trade with other players until level 60. I can't use the auction house until level 60. So I basically have to like get all things myself. And yeah. But you can group up with other people. Like, it's not that you can't group up with anyone. It's just you have to, you know, not trade with other people.
Ah, you're nice. Oh.
Micah says, oh, that's tough. Yeah, it's definitely tougher. Can't get that much help. And also I made like for my, which is why I like walked here, I made for myself the rule that I'm not just gonna get a teleport from a mage at level 1 to like the Nessus, but that I'm gonna, because that would be possible gameplay wise, but that instead I'm going to go the way by myself. So that's why I used the mountain skip at the start of the video and ran there myself. Micah says, can you send yourself money from another tune? Guess not. Nope, you can't. That's why also, like, it's really like just based on that character, so to say. And you also get this buff, self-found adventure, unable to trade, use the auction house, or send and receive most mail. Like, you can get a mail that says like, hey Ace, it was good to run into you, something like that. Like, you know, just like a friendly mail without any items attached to it or any gold. But I can't get that either because my mail has been bugged on this account for like the longest time. So, and like Blizzard tried to fix it, but it didn't get fixed yet. Or it always gets fixed just for one character. Bart says, what do you think about using world buffs as self-found? I'm not 100% sure yet. I think my first feeling would be I would be fine getting them, but only if I get them myself. So if I like not buying a portal from a warlock and then paying with an alt, or not using like the maybe using like if there's a guild portal group from guildies that are getting a buff and there's a mage, maybe using that, but in general maybe not using like portals for that either, but that it's okay to get the buffs as long as I make the way there myself, because that will already limit it a lot. But yeah, because like that will prevent me from getting the Booty Bay buff very early on, because I would have to make my way there, right? So that was my take. How do you guys feel about that? Alex says, I like how you're making this easy for yourself, Ace. Oh nice, this guy leveled up. Woodland robes. Oh, I love these robes, they look so good, and this time around I'm actually a cloth bearer. Check out how cool they look. We look so night elfish in these robes. We fit so in.
Goodbye.
Nice. Now we got the quest for the lore of the zone. I'm actually gonna read out the lore quest this time around. I'm in the mood to read it out, and as a dwarf, it fits that we listen to their story and learn a little bit more of what's going on. Alex says, totally fit. Just look at the night elves, how tall they are. Well, besides that, you know? They're just a little bit taller than me. Gearwise. You blend in perfectly, that's what I'm saying. They have glowing eyes, I have vampire eyes.
I'm listening.
Ah, Ace, I was hoping you'd be prompt in answering my summons. I have an important task that I would like you to perform. It is time for you to set out to seek your destiny, Ace, but before you are ready to set out into the world beyond our enchanted forest, there's much you must learn about our recent history. I love to hear about the Night Elf history as a dwarf. Much has changed with our people since the Battle of Mount Hyjal. Teldrassil lies a pale shadow of what it once was, its power used to defeat Archimonde and drive back the Burning Legion. There is a task you must perform. Go to the Moonwell north of Teldrassil and return me a vial of its water.
Go in peace.
Alright, let's do the little house jump. Oof. There we go. Alex says, no one would be able to tell you apart from the other night elves. At the moment, maybe they can, but you know, once I'm honored and I ride a cat mount, they won't be able to tell me apart anymore. Parkour priest. Exactly. That's her secret title. Ace Parkour priest, the cat rider. Always gotta be careful if you're AFK in a moonwell, because you can die there as a priest drowning or as a gnome. Downfall! Hey Ace, saw you live and wanted to say hi and good luck on your Southbound journey. Thank you so much. How are you doing tonight? Are you back from your work trip? Alex says the gnomes drown in the moonwell, yeah. Shifter says, hey Downfall. Alright, let's run back up the tree. Downfall says, at work on a night shift, back home on Friday morning. Ah, that's too bad. And hey Shifter, at least you can watch a little bit on the side, that's nice. And end of the week back home sounds really good too. Oh, someone died. I didn't join the death channel yet. I don't know who though. It was Hardcore Devs with an S. Join Hardcore Devs, there we go. Join World. And join LFG. Skullkid says... Oh shit, wait, okay, Downfall said on a break. Okay, that explains it. Alex says more break. Skulky said running. And Bart says, I saw your video of that duo vibe in RFK with the Paladin. Look rough, you were so close to the exit. Yeah, that's true. That's what motivated me to get engineering on my druid afterwards, after that druid that died. Because if I would have had a target dummy, I would have survived there. And that was just a bitter realization. So I got engineering on the one afterwards. Alright, I might even ding level 6 and can level up my priest skills a little bit. At level 6, usually there's a priest quest that you can do. I can't do it here though. I could do it in Dunmorrow, but it's a little bit like an annoyance. I'm not gonna go back for that, but it gives you a nice robe with some good stats. Oh, I forgot I wanted to read this. Well, right now he just says, go and get the stuff. Oopsie. Downfall says, what level is your druid now, Ace? My druid now 31. And Downfall also says Ace and Priest is a good combo. That's true. It's always a good combo if I'm on a Priest. Alex says, the Knights here do not want you to heal them for the quest. Yeah, they don't trust my healing skills. Actually, I can jump down this house and be close to the way already. Alex says, Ace reading the quest. Get the stuff. There was like a joke sometimes that like when I would explain mechanics that I would say like, you know, tank do your tanky tank thing or something like that. And then like I was joking around when I did like the tanking guide that I can just be like, yeah, tanks, you know, just do the tank thing and then that's it. But I would have felt too bad doing that. Downfall says, might be able to do some Scarlet Monastery together then before I get home with my warrior alt. After I get home. Okay. What level is your warrior alt? Shifter says classic Ace. Yeah. Alright, this quest.
Good luck, friend.
35. Okay, cool. That sounds really good, yeah. Steve says, Ace Live. This is my lucky day. So late in Germany now. That's true, Steve. Oh, it is really late in Germany now. Kind of lost track of time. Got so immersed and had so much fun. But it's good to see you here, Steve. How are you doing? Alex says, Ace explaining game mechanics. Tanks tank, TPS DPS, healer heals. Would be so nice if it were that easy. I mean, it is that easy, you know, if you're with guildies and everyone knows what to do, you can keep it that simple, but then you also don't really need any type of explanation either way. So this quest here, right now I think he's transformed into a frog. But this quest here, oh, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, there he is. This doesn't give XP with the Nasus, but by doing this quest, you unlock a follow-up quest that then gives you a reputation with the Nasus, so that's why I always do it still. I think I'm just gonna run to the inn and then sell some things. Or actually... I can learn professions now. I think I'm gonna hand in these quests and see if I can teleport to the Nasus to learn tailoring and enchanting. First I'm gonna sell some things.
What brings you here? Del Nadris.
Alright, 3 silver. It's not too bad. Steve says, very good, was on vacation, so catching up, so have a few Ace videos to watch. Oh, that's nice. I hope you had a great vacation. I was on vacation too. I had a really good time.
Be careful.
Oh, close to level 6. Alright, I'm gonna read it this time. Downfall says you said something about a Horde character a few weeks back. Did you make any? I didn't make a Horde character yet. So much gaming to do. Greetings, priest. For what purpose do I owe the pleasure of our meeting? Well, I have this moonwater vial for you. Ah, I see. You were sent by Tanaran. Well then, it would seem we have much to talk about, much to do, and little time to do it in. I think we best get started. Ta-dam! Level 6. Crown of the Earth. First, let me tell you more of the task you must complete. The druids in the Nassus use the water of the moonwells of Teldrassil, and their moonwell must be replenished from time to time. Using these specially crafted vials, you can collect the water of the moonwells. Take this vessel to the moonwell outside of Starbreeze village to the east and fill it with some of its waters. Then return to me. When you have completed your task, I shall continue the story where Tenaron left off. Alright, so this is the story quest. Shifter says, Grats. Downfall says, break soon over. Talk next week, Ace. Have a good time, Downfall. Get through work well. Alright. I'm gonna do the Hearthstone and learn professions thing. Da, 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 da. Tailoring is what we need, and enchanting. Forgot where the enchanting trainer is. It also would be useful to learn staves, but I don't have the money for it.
I am on.
Apprentice tailor, train.
Good luck, friend.
I think I'm just gonna go and ask one of the guards up here. So the guards in the Nessus are hard to find. Oh, Downfall says, thanks, stay safe. Thank you, Downfall. So I always go here to talk to them. Profession trainer, enchanting.
Be careful.
Here we go. It's been a while since I had enchanting on one of my priests. I think, like, my main on Stitches was a tailor and enchanter. And then when we came to this server, I was just like, I'm not gonna do that again. I want to make a profession that I can make money with. And then I never did enchanting and tailoring as a combination again. So I haven't talked to the... Is it upstairs here, maybe? Oh no, it's just in this house in general. Where's the entrance? So yeah, since then I didn't do enchanting anymore. Ever since we got to this server, basically. Steve says, I like the female dwarves when they cast. Their hair ponytail spins around. It's kind of cool. Yeah, they're just two hairstyles that do that. Also, when the female dwarves run, you know, you can see the ponytail wiggles around in the movement beat, basically. And I always choose one of these two hairstyles that move when they cast. It just looks so nice. Yeah, I love it. Enchanting supplies, expert enchanter, journeyman enchanter. Right, lesser magic wand is 10 enchanting. That's good to know.
Farewell.
Micah says, I've never noticed that before, the hair thing. Steve says, yeah, that's it. And Victor says, it's good to take enchanting temporary on solo cell phone for the first 2 wands. After that I would drop it for something else. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm gonna drop tailoring and enchanting after I get the greater magic wand, and then I'm gonna go for mining and engineering. Maybe even a little bit of skinning first to get like some leathers for target dummies or stuff like that. But that is my general plan.
Peace be with you.
do I need any enchanting supplies, huh? Let's go here. And enchanting. Where is it? And then disenchant items. Okay, at the start I don't really need any items for this. Just for tailoring probably. But then I can hardstone back here. Alright guys, you know where I'm gonna go and log out? Right next to the cat mounts that I'm aiming to get, so I guess stay motivated. Victor says skinning is nice for early money too. That's very true, skinning is really nice for early money. And Micah says, I'm just a sucker for herb alchemy. Yeah, I like herb and alchemy too, it's this really nice combination. It's probably what I might go self-found as a druid with if I ever do a self-found druid. Herb alchemy. And Steve says definitely skinning for early money. Right, here are our cat mounts. So this is our goal. We're not gonna get this before level 60, but so I'm not gonna be only self-found anymore. Maybe even this one looks a little bit like a Cutesy Cleese version. It's gonna be so cool. Just gonna sleep here. Like a druid, under the stars with the cats. Well guys, I realized how late it got when someone mentioned the time in Germany. So I do have to go to bed. I do have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. But it was really fun. I forgot the time completely because I had so much fun. So thank you so much for being here, for writing in the chat and sharing your stories and adventures too. Alex says, oh, nice. Shifter says, night night Ace. Micah says LBRS. Oh no, laters. I just so much into the dungeon short forms that I just read LBRS. Alex says, have a good night, Ace. Good night, everybody. Steve says night, and Victor says night. Good night. Bye bye, see you soon. Remember to like or subscribe if you enjoyed the stream. Bye bye.